Hello chess friends, this is the FIDE master Alessandro Santagati. Welcome for this new streaming on lichess.org. Again, we are going to do some exercise on lichess. I'm using lichess, learn and the puzzles. I think it's very good to improve your chess, do frequently good training about tactics, and I think this tool on lichess can help you. So let's start with the first position. This position is black to play. White played check on h6, and now is my move. Okay, so at the moment, if we count the material, I can feel I can take this rook, right? So maybe it's possible to take this rook, but I must understand what happened after that, because maybe I can try to have my threat. Because okay, at the moment the material is the same, but I can take this rook, and I can see that after that white has to play king f5. The threat is made on f8, but probably I can solve this problem. So I think take the rook is the best move here for black, because if I take the rook, if g5, king g6, and then I'm up a rook, so I'm winning. So the only move after king takes h6 should be king f5. But if king f5, the only threat is bishop f8, mate in one move, but I can sacrifice my bishop on g4, and now the square h5 would be free for me, and if king g4, king g6, and now I'm up the exchange. So I think the solution is fine. So now I'm going to take the, oh wait, let's see. If I take bishop there, yeah, but it's the same, because if bishop there, I can simply move my rook away and not mate ideas. So okay, I take the rook. And now I think bishop takes g4 is the best move, because bishop f8 is the threat. And if I play king g7, there is the double attack. So the only move should be play bishop takes g4. I think it's correct. Yeah, let's solve the problem. Okay, this exercise was very easy. So let's go to see the next. Now here, white to play. Black played rook e1 check. Material, black is up a pawn, but maybe I can have some good ideas about the bankrupt mate. Queen 8 is a threat. Rook d8 is another threat. So it's possible for me try to exploit that. But at the moment this check, so I can't do that immediately. So I might just play king h2. If I play king h2, or maybe king f2 is better. Maybe king f2, because the idea about king f2 is that not checks on c5. The only check is maybe c2, but I can win the rook with my king. And after that, so if black, for example, tries to take the rook, I have queen a8 mate, and no way to avoid that. And so I think I found the solution. King f2 should be the solution here. So that's the point. Okay, so let's take the pawn. Let's play king here. And yeah, then I take the rook. Very well. So I found another nice solution. Okay, not very hard, but that's so good. Okay, let's go to do another exercise. Oh wait, I made a mistake. So now it's black to play. In this position, white took this rook. Sorry, white took this pawn on h6. And now, actually, white is up a pawn. But I can take the rook, right? So let's see if I can or maybe not. So if I take, I can play queen h6. And then how can I defend? Because white is then played knight g5 to mate on h7. Maybe queen e7. We need to play that f6. Okay, to be honest, I think that I can take the rook. I think I can take the rook because I don't see a mate threat, a really mate threat for him, because also the rook has power to join, because you see both the squares d4 and d5 are covered by my pieces, so it's very hard for him to exploit that. And I don't see other good moves for me, so I think simply take the rook is fine. And then defend, and then I think I can win. So my first idea is play g takes h6 and then queen e7 to play f6. Not f6 immediately because white can have queen g6 check. Okay, so I'm going to take the rook. And now let's see if queen e7 is the best move. Queen e7 f6. f6 immediately doesn't work, so I think I can play queen e7. Oh, wow, wonderful, I found a solution. This exercise give me a lot of points. Okay, let's go to continue. So now is what to play. And what can I see? I see that at the moment the material is the same, but there is the discovery attack against the queen. The knight on g4 is undefended. The rook on c8 is undefended. So there are a lot of interesting ideas that maybe I can try to exploit. And also bishop on e7 is undefended. So maybe I can think about knight e5, but you can take my queen. Then I take e7. Then I take the rook on c2. And not clear, but black has also this threat on f2. So let's see well what can happen. So there is also this discovery attack, right? So maybe also bishop g6 or bishop somewhere can be interesting. Something like bishop e2 or bishop f5. E2 not because there is knight f2, I think. Maybe bishop f5 is the best move. Because then I can take the queen. And if knight e3, I can simply take the queen and then I can go back to take. So I think bishop f5 is the best move here. Bishop f5 looks very strong for me. Let's see if I'm right. Or maybe not. Okay, I think it should work. Bishop f5. Very well, now I can win simply the knight. Yeah, and then I have the check on e6. Yes, he can play d4. Yeah, but okay, I can simply take the knight, and after d4, maybe queen to b3. I take e6, and okay, my position for sure is better, much better. Or also knight d5. Yeah, bishop takes g4, d4, knight d5. No, but I think it doesn't work at the end. Okay, but let's take the piece. Yeah, to be honest, after d4, my idea was yes, queen b3 as the first idea that I said. Simply attack the pawn. If it takes, I take, and after king h8, I can take the rook, and then I can take c3. So okay, or maybe also bishop c3. Yeah, but okay, simply take the rook. It's easier, and that's a winning position for white. Okay, very well. Continue the training. Now white to play. In this endgame, white. Okay, the material is even, so but I can try to have this pawn very strong. And this king here has few squares because this king can go only. And that's 3 squares at the moment. And this rook actually is undefended. And but if I play check, king e5, check, rook e6. Because if I play check here, king c5 it doesn't work because I can play rook check, and if rook c6, rook c2, and I win. So I'm sure that if I play check here, king e5 is the only move. But maybe I have an idea. If I play f4, gf4, gf4, then he has to play king e6 and then f5 check, king e5, and then check, and I think I win. Okay, yes, I found the solution. Very nice, I can win the rook. Okay, let's see if I'm right. Rook e7, f4, and now f5, right? Let's play that, and then I win the rook. Very well. Nice. Nice solution. Yeah, I'm very close to reach 24 answers and tactics. So my tactics is improving, because a few days ago my rating was 22, now it's 24. So okay, so do tactics every day, I think can help a lot to improve hard chess skills. Let's go forward. Okay, so now white to play. We have, okay, the material is the same, but the bishop on b7 is undefended. The knight is under pressure. The bishop on e7 is defended, then maybe this check, but it's not so useful. And the queen has few squares. Few squares because this queen can go only to, no squares, right? No squares available. So maybe an idea can be check and then knight d4. And the queen should be lost, right? So yeah, no, sorry, there is h. Okay, yes, it is lost because yes, h5 is free, but the queen can't play like a knight. So yeah, I think I found a solution. Bishop h7, then knight e4, and then okay, let's take the knight. Let's take with the c pawn or with the e pawn. That's the question. I think that maybe, or maybe with the knight. I think with the e pawn. Maybe, okay, no, I think with the c pawn, because the idea is that black can take this pawn, because for example if I take here, possible, but if I take with the pawn, black has to give the bishop for the knight, so take with the c pawn. And now I take with the bishop, yeah, d5, bishop d3, c4, bishop e2, so I can set my piece. Now let's go back, and now I solve the problem. Now I'm 2-4 in tactics, so that's very good. Very well, so move on. Let's do the next. Okay, black to play. 5, 6 pawns. Black is up a pawn, but have some problems. Okay, I'm not up a pawn, I'm down an exchange because of the knight for the rook. So I have knight and pawn for rook. So white is better if we consider the material. But okay, let's see. The rook on b7 is defended by the knight. The king is weak, right? So the white king is very weak. The f3 square is weak. The h3 square is weak. So I think I can have a very good play against the king. But how attack the white king? Actually, my bishop on d7 is under attack. f7 is under pressure. So that's a problem. How can I solve this problem? My first idea is take the pawn on e5, right? So why not? Okay, no, because the rook will be lost. So there is a good reason to don't take the pawn on e5. Okay, so my rook could be a problem. This exercise looks difficult. Yeah, looks very difficult. How can I improve my position? That's the question. Or maybe I have an idea. My idea could be trade on b7 and then try to exploit this tempo to bring my queen on the king side. But I have to check if this idea can work, because it's not so clear. Because if you play rook b7, knight b7, and then queen b4, the only score for the knight is d6 again, because I think queen b1 doesn't work because I have knight f3 and then queen g4, and a very, very nice attack. So I suppose that if I play rook b7, knight b7, and queen b4, I suppose that white is forced to play knight e6. But then I play knight e5. And the knight has only few squares, and maybe I can try to win this knight. So I think this can be a good idea for me. I think rook b7, and then queen b4. Oh yeah, I'm right. And then I win the knight on b7, so that's okay. Yeah, very well. Nice solution also in this case. Okay, very well. Move on. So black to play here. I'm down in exchange. But this king is has only one free square on d4. So let's see if I can exploit that. Let's see if I can. If I play check king d4. If I play check, king c3 maybe. And I don't see a way to improve my position after that, so that's not a good solution. If I take on b4 with the rook, I'm threatening mate with knight b7, right? So that's interesting. If I play rook takes b4, how can white avoid the checkmate? That's the question. How can white block b7 square? I don't see a way, right? So rook b4 looks winning, and then I've mate. Okay, looks too easy, right? So let's check if I'm right. Or maybe after rook b4, okay, check, but I can simply take the piece, so it's not a big problem for me. So I think rook b4 is the move. Then okay, yes, but I take the piece, so it's not a problem. So yeah, very well. So we solved also this position, and now we have the next game, in which is white to play. So what to do here? 4 pawns against 4 pawns. Same material, but there's rook on c8 is undefended. The bishop on c7 is under attack by 2 pieces. So in theory, I can take this piece, in theory, but maybe there is a problem. The problem could be that he can try to play check, king g1, check again. If king f1, queen on maybe f6. If king e2, maybe. I think I can take the piece because I don't see a very strong attack for him. But I have to take with the rook or with the knight? That's the good question. I think with the rook should be better. I think with the rook should be better. So thanks. Yeah, that's very nice. So how can I? Because my idea is take the bishop, so I think I have to take this bishop. But it's not clear if I have to take with the rook or with the knight. To be honest, in a game, my first idea is take with the rook, because if I take with the knight, maybe I don't see then a good square for the knight. Maybe yes, d5 is possible, but okay, let's see. Well, so if I take with the rook, what happened? Knight takes f2 is possible. Then king g1 is not forced. I can play king h2, right? I can play king h2. So that's not a big problem for me. So, okay, I think I take. Because to be honest, I don't see discovery attacks. I don't see double attacks. So, or maybe after that, knight g5 is the idea. But knight g5, king h2. So okay, let's take. Is a mistake. Oh, that's bad. I made my first mistake today. Okay, take with the knight. It was better. Let's see why. So king h2. Okay, it's the solution. But what happens if I play king h2 after that? So take and then king h2. He can try to play rook b. Yeah, I didn't see this. Yes, I didn't see the 2 pieces undefended on the b file. Yeah, that's the mistake. Okay, so move on. Let's do other positions. So now in this position, the material is the same. My knight on d3 is under attack, and I can see the queen here undefended, maybe the same rank of my rook and my queen. And I can see the rook undefended on d1, the knight undefended on f3. So in this kind of position, it's clear that you can find something. You can find something, because if there are a lot of pieces undefended, usually tactics can help you. The problem is how. So what to play now? So let's see. An idea could be 95, for example. 95 with the idea that I'm attacking the knight and the rook at the same time. And if white takes the knight, I can take the rook. And if it takes the rook, I can take on f3 first. And then after king g2, I can play check, and then I can take the rook. So I think 95 looks very interesting for me at the moment. But maybe can try to play bishop e2 to defend both. And that's what to do. Maybe I'm not sure after that what to play. Maybe queen here. So I mean 95, bishop e2, take, and then queen d7. But probably bishop e2 is possible. And on the other hand, my position is not clear, so maybe I'm better, but not clear advantage for me. Let's see other discover attack in this position. So 95 could be an idea. 94, rook takes d7, queen takes d7, and then the threat could be bishop takes g4. But the problem is that the enemy queen can immediately go back to defend the position. So that's a problem. So this tactics is hard, I think. Should be hard. Because my first idea was 95, but bishop e2 can defend both the ideas, both the pieces. So if I play queen f4, it's also possible queen e3 to defend the position. Okay, let's take a look at the screen at the moment. So the screen can go to e3 and a5 and a8. So, but yes, it looks too hard for me to try the screen now. So I don't think I can. So, and my knight is under attack. Mm-mm. A move could be also queen d8, maybe to make pressure against the queen and support my move 95. Because let's see this. So if I play queen d8, okay, white can take, but if he takes, I take, rook takes, queen takes, and yeah, maybe if we can play queen e3 and they can survive, maybe I can win a pawn. No, I can't win a pawn. So. He can always survive. That's bad. If I play bishop takes g4 to weaken his castle, pawn takes, queen f4. If he takes, I can take here. If he takes with the rook, I can take, and then take on f3, so I'm better for sure after that. So let's say bishop g4, pawn g4, queen f4. And then queen e3, I can play queen takes g4, followed by knight f4. Or 95. It's unclear. Because bishop g4, pawn g4, queen f4, queen e3, I think, is the move for white to defend. Now queen takes g4, king h1. Yes, I fear I can have a draw, I think, but I suppose I should play for a win. So Maybe knight e5, rook d7, knight f3. I'm trying mate in one move, but there is bishop g2. Well, bishop g2. Yeah, there are some interesting ideas about attack after that. So let's see if I can do something. Yeah, I think your idea is interesting. Knight takes f2, king takes f2, and I can take. So if knight f2, I think rook takes d7 is the move, and then you have no checks. I think so. I think it doesn't work. Ah, yes, you're right. You're right. I can play queen g2. Yes, I missed that. But okay, I don't solve the problem because, to be honest, I didn't see it. So I play my move that is wrong, but your move knight f2 is correct. Yeah, you're right, Jan. So now play bishop g4, but it's a mistake. The correct move was a knight f2. Yeah, and then okay, I take it. Yeah, because I completely missed that after knight f2 and the rook d7, I can simply play queen g3, and now it's possible play. Okay, simply I can take back the rook and clear advantage for white. Okay, yes, so you're right. But okay, my mistake. So move on. Let's try to do the next. White position. White to play. Oh, it looks difficult. My rook is under attack. Unclear position. So 5 pawns against 5 pawns. Okay, the material is the same. And maybe I can try to take the bishop to promote, but black can take the rook on b7. The rook a8 can defend e8. So I think it doesn't work. But simple idea could be take this bishop, but I think I have problems. How can I have problems? Well, black can do e6. Yeah, but then I can play if d3, you play 6, d2, I take. If he takes, we'll check, I take, rook takes, king here, rook f7, king b7, and I should be winning. I think so. So I think I take the bishop. Then I push my pawn. Oh no, that's a mistake, incredible. My mistake. I thought this move was correct. So what's the mistake? Maybe I have to check first, yeah. Then I take. And then I push because I didn't see the attack against h3. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I didn't see that. So for example, if I played my move like e6, there is e7, and if I take, you can play this, and then I missed the rook a3, yeah. Because if this I win, I'm winning, right? Because I played this, that, and then I can exit. But I missed that after that, black can wait, he can play this, and then mate. So yeah, I didn't see this mate, and for this reason I didn't solve this position. Okay, very nice. Okay, move on. Let's do next. So I lost a lot of points. I was around 2-4, now I'm 2-3, 58. But no, don't mind, we have to improve. So now black to play. But it's the same, right? Something like the same idea that we say. Something like the same idea, because I know that, let's see, I can have mate ideas with the rook a3, rook g, so I mean rook a3, rook b2, and the e7. So maybe, or simply my mate idea is rook a3, rook b2, rook a1 mate. So that's my idea. So if white can take one rook, that's bad for me, I suppose. So how can I avoid that? So if I play king e8, he can trade. If I play king f7, the only move I think is rook b2 check, then I go here on e6, then I can check on d2, then I can go on d5. And then no other checks. So okay, maybe check on e2, but I can go on d5. So I mean on e4, and then I can solve this problem. So I think king f7 should be the solution here. King f7, and then king e6, d5, e4. Okay, let's do that. Oh, wait. Let's see if there is checkmate. Because if I go here, I don't know, there is check. There. And I don't know if he has discovered the check, so let's see. Oh, no, wait, because if check here, if check here, I can take the pawn, right? So not a big problem. And then I can... And then have to avoid perpetual checks, so... But let's see what happens if I play king c6 now. Rook check. Then king c7. No other checks, right? So if I play this move now, king rook check here, and then king c7. Nothing, right? So I should be winning. Yeah, okay, I found the solution. Very well, we found the solution. And now, I think we can finish the game like in the previous position in which I play e7, right? e7. Let's see, e7. If king g8, I can... Let's see, what can I do? So if I play e7, you can try to play rook g8. So I mean king g8. What happens if I take the bishop? So if I take, rook takes, rook takes a3, king g8, f5, f7. Now some doesn't work because he can simply sacrifice the rook, and I think he can win the game because white has also 4 pawns. So now I have to pay attention because I have to find a precise solution. So e7 I'm not sure because there is king g8. No, okay, it's easy. Queen, rook, this and mate. The same idea that we studied before. So okay, e7 is the move. Okay, now I take. Yeah, that's very nice because if king g8, there is the same idea, right? Queen, this, that, and mate. So very nice. Okay. Okay, so now we can play with black. So, okay, black to play. Material is equal. This king on g1 looks quick. There is the extra attack that I can do with my rook. And this knight on g6 is under attack, so maybe I can take this knight. But let's see. If I play rook g6, what happen? Queen h7, rook g7. Then you can play g6. And if king f6, there is check here. If king takes, rook g2, it looks complicated. So let's see what can happen here. The big problem of this knight is that this knight at the moment has no squares, because the only square is maybe h8 or h4. But for example, if knight h8, I can take the knight, queen to here, queen g5, and I can have a very strong attack against the white king. But let's see if I can take this knight immediately. So let's calculate what happens. So if I take, queen h7 is forced. And after queen h7, I have to save my rook, so rook g7 is the only move. Then you can also have the idea to sacrifice on f5. Let's see if it can work. Take, queen takes. No, it doesn't work because there's a bishop, sorry, my mistake. So if I take queen h7, rook g7, g6. If king f8, queen check. If rook g8, I can play maybe g7 again, and then, but then king e7 is possible. So I think I can take the knight. I think so. I think I can take and then defend. So let's see if I'm right. So rook g6, queen h7, rook g7, g6. Also king f8 maybe is possible. King h8 to rook g8. And f6 is scored by my queen, so if g7, king e7. So okay, let's take. Now rook g7. f8 is better, because I can defend my rook. And if h8, I have rook g8. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right, yeah. Now rook g8. And king e7, I suppose, right? I can escape. Let's escape. Found the solution about this exercise. Okay, move on. So let's do that. Now, okay, material is the same. Maybe there is a fork on d6, but it's defended by the bishop at the moment. But this bishop on c5 is undefended, the knight is undefended, so maybe I can also have an idea like that. So rook ec1, for example, right? So to exploit of the pieces undefended. So my first idea is play rook ec1. How can black defend? If knight e7, I take on c5. So I suppose rook ec1 should be good. Let's play that. If I solve the problem. Right, okay, it was very easy. And also for this reason, I won only 2 points for this solution. Okay, move on. Position may be more complicated. In this kind of position, there are classical ideas with the 2 bishops. The problem is that my king at the moment is also weak on c1. If I take, I can have maybe some problems with... No, not check on a1. Yes, maybe I can take, because I'm not sure if my king is so weak at the moment. Or maybe I can also take. But let's see if I can have a win immediately. Can I have a win immediately with maybe queen h5 or bishop h7? Because it's classical to sacrifice bishop h7, queen h5, king g8, bishop bishop g7. If king here, queen h6, and king g8 and g6. This could be an idea, but I'm not sure, because I have to check if he can mate in the meantime. If he can mate me in the meantime, so I have to understand if this can work. But this double sacrifice is a very classical idea in tactics, so I can check if this can work. So check, king h7, queen h5, king g8, bishop g7. What black can do in the meantime? Maybe check here. King b1, check here, king a1. And my king is safe. Yeah, so let's see. If I play bishop h7, black has to take queen h5, king g8, bishop g7. If check on a3, I can play king b1, and if b takes a2, I play king a1. If black plays ba2 instead of check on a3, there is mate, so black has to take the bishop. So then queen h6, king g8, and then g6. And I'm threatening mate on h7. So the question is, how can Black defended mate on h7. I don't see a way, to be honest. Maybe has to take, but he has to take. I take on g6, and I've always made idea with the queen g6 and then queen h6. So I think black can't survive. So I think this sacrifice is okay. It's good. In the game is dangerous do the sacrifice because you sacrifice the bishop, so you have to calculate well what happened. So maybe you must take your time to play something like that, but I think can work. Oh, my mistake, incredible. Maybe I have to take first. No, this. No, I made a mistake. Queen h5. I don't know. I missed this, so maybe h6. Oh, it was easier. Yeah, it was easier. Okay, let's see why my solution is wrong, because I was thinking that my idea was good. Okay, let's see why my idea is wrong. My idea was play this, okay? Bishop h7, then king h7, and then queen h5, king g8, bishop g7. Oh, wait. Oh, my idea is not so bad, right? So you see the engine. The engine say at the beginning that black is better. Then it says that my idea, okay, maybe it's not winning, but not lose, because I have bishop g7. The engine didn't see my move immediately. This is also the difference between a Newman and the engine, because the engine has to calculate the whole. I have in my memory this double sacrifice, so I can think about that quickly. But maybe can I have a draw? Oh, king b1, b8, king a1, and king takes g7, queen h6, king g8, and g6. How can he draw? Oh, queen f6. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Perception is right. It said queen f6 is the move, and black can survive now. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't see queen f6 in my combination. There is a check. He can defend, and then d4. Then queen h8. Very nice defense. G f7. King f7, and okay, maybe now the engine says a draw because probably black can defend, and at the end it's a draw because maybe I have to play the perpetual check. But okay, yeah, I didn't find the solution, but my idea was interesting. We can say not correct because I have an easy win playing queen h5 and then queen h6. So okay, I don't need to make this double sacrifice in this position. Okay, so we can go to C to do next position. For today it will be the last, so I try to do my best. So where to play? Okay, so 2 bishops, 2 knights. Okay, my position looks locked at the moment. I can't move the pieces, but this bishop on d3 is under attack by my knight, and only the knight on b4 is defending. So a3 can be an idea. After that, I have to pay attention what happened after knight c2. Or maybe bishop c2. So the pawn b7 is undefended. That's also useful. And no other ideas. But I think the solution is around these pieces, right? So if I play a3, bishop c2 is possible. And then my queen has to go away. Where the queen can go? That's the question. Maybe e2. Then knight somewhere. Maybe knight c6 and then d3, I think, and the bishop is trapped. So if I play a3, bishop c2 doesn't work because I play simply queen e2 and then d3, and I can't trap this bishop because my knight is defending also the square b3. So after a3, I think he has to play knight c2. My simple idea is take here and then take the knight, and I think I'm better, so I play a3 now. Queen e2. And then d3, right? Oh, I missed it, to be honest, knight d4 now, so I have to take first this and then d3, and this is the right solution. Oh yeah, there is the last move to see, because okay, but I think I can move my knight. Maybe I can move my knight back to c1, because if I play queen c2 or queen d1, I'm not sure about queen b6. So I think I can play. So I think knight c1 is the move. Yeah. Wow, 15 points. Yeah, I won a lot of points with this last exercise. Okay, for today I finished my tactics training. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and follow me in my YouTube channel if you like these videos. If you like to train with me, you can try to solve tactics on here only chess and try to see how I solve these tactics. Thank you again. See you soon. Have a good day. Bye.